Hello, my name is Roger Bush. I'm the Dean of Truro. Since the introduction of the latest national lockdown last Tuesday, the Cathedral has tried to exercise a joint responsibility, both in providing an appropriately available spiritual resource for its people, but also generally recognising the increased health risk to all our population, especially in Cornwall, as a result of the exponential rate of increase of the coronavirus at the moment. One of the reasons that people can leave home is to attend a communal act of worship in a place of worship, and this the Cathedral has been providing over the last few days. But in the wake of the significant rises in infection rates, reluctantly this morning the Cathedral has taken a decision, which is to suspend all communal acts of worship for the time being. As I say, we've come to this decision reluctantly, but the fact is that many people travel some distance to be at the Cathedral for a service, and while it's wonderful to see everybody there gathered together to worship God, we feel that this is not the most responsible thing that we should be doing at the moment. Services will be live streamed, particularly the Sunday Eucharist at 10 o'clock, and we'll also be hoping to provide an evensong as well, but we need just to wait a few days just to see how that may pan out as a result of dealing with this increased rate of infection. I think it's important to stress also that the Cathedral is not closing its gates and its doors all the time over the next few weeks. We will be open from 11 o'clock in the morning to 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 11:30 to 1 o'clock on a Sunday, and a member of the clergy will be at the front of the building to receive people who may have a pressing pastoral need or wish to come into the building just to pray privately and quietly for a few moments. It's important to say that. Outside those hours, we have a telephone number, 01872 276 782, for you to ring, which will generate an email to all the clergy who may be able to respond to your need as soon as possible, but also email us info@trurocathedral.org.uk with a particular pressing need you may have. And do please keep an eye on our website and our Facebook and Twitter pages, because things are happening on a daily basis, and that is probably the best way to get an updated message on where we happen to be at the moment. We are probably entering the most dangerous phase of COVID at the moment, and the next few weeks could be one of the darkest periods of our period since the outbreak of the coronavirus nearly a year ago in this country. And this will be a very difficult time for many of us. We're in the season of the Epiphany, which is the light of Christ showing forth to the whole of creation. It is sometimes difficult to hang on to hope and light at a time of difficulty, but I hope and pray that the light of Christ will live with us as we journey forth over these next few days, saying our prayers at home, linking into the Cathedral's online worship provision. At least we'll have some sense of community over these next few weeks, which will propel the light of Christ into our homes and into our hearts. And I hope and pray that the message of hope will never be extinguished, even though we face this difficult time at the moment. And I hope and pray and long for the day when we can gather together once more in the Cathedral to sing God's praises. But in the meantime, do please stay at home. Stay safe. Care for one another. Pray for one another. And may the peace of the Epiphany Christ, the light of the Epiphany Christ, shine in your hearts and be for you a comfort and a blessing during these quite difficult times. And may God's blessing be with you all this day and always. Take care and goodbye.